Oh my goodness. What a gong show. I am so sorry. Hopefully, um, well, I don't know if anybody's here. It's not, okay, we're live. So, today's technology challenge, if anybody's still around, I'm so sorry, guys. I was kind of checking out some stuff on Facebook yesterday, and I sometimes save quotes or different things, recipes or whatever that I don't necessarily want to post on my page, but I share them and then I change it to only me so that I can go back to them. Hey Jen, thanks for joining. Happy birthday! Thank you. So I typed in a really good topic. It's my birthday, so I had put like balloons and a cake and everything in my topic, and for today's topic, which is dealing with overwhelm and creating a plan of action to deal with overwhelm. So I put in my thing, I found the live button, I had it all on the selfie stick, all good to go, and I was talking to myself for a good 3 minutes. Nobody was joining, no comments, no nothing. Okay, that's okay. Nobody loves me on my birthday, I understand. But finally I'm like, this just isn't working, so what's going on? So I click finish and whatever, and then I realized that it was set to only me, so I was just literally talking to myself. But we're on now, so all good. So this is Kathy Dupre coming to you live, finally. Sorry for the delay, sorry for any inconvenience. I'm sure we lost some people, but that's okay, we're on now. I help network marketers, direct sales professionals, and anyone in business really generate more leads, grow their business, and brand themselves. And if you're on the replay, feel free to jump ahead a minute while we take care of some housekeeping things. I kind of been thinking of what's the right word for this little beginning part before we jump right into the topic. And one of my mentors, I love her webinars and training, Dana Wild of the Mind Aware Train Your Brain. On her webinar, she always says, okay, we're going to go through a little housekeeping. And she always has George Jetson's robot maid for the little housekeeping. So anyways, if you are on the replay, jump ahead. One thing, we're going to need a pen and paper today for today's topic. And today's topic, once you jump back on, is going to be on, I already mentioned, overwhelm and dealing with overwhelm, eliminating overwhelm by creating a plan of action. Okay, so today is day 7 of my 7-day challenge. So I made it, woohoo! I guess I can't quite say I made it yet until I'm ready to push that finish button. But I've made it to day 7, and that is good. So I wanted to let you guys know, because I've mentioned it the last couple days, whether I was going to continue on with the challenge or with the daily lives. And I have decided I'm going to continue. Actually, I'm going to resume daily 10 o'clock talks on Monday, September 5th, I think that is. And I'm going to do them just Monday to Friday for a couple reasons. I think on the weekends, everybody's kind of all over the place and off their regular schedules and stuff like that. So I'm going to keep it to Monday to Friday. Also then, that gives me the weekend to come up with content and what I'm going to talk about during the week. And lastly, I think 7 days of me would be just too much for you guys. So Monday to Friday, starting September 5th at 10 o'clock Mountain, 12 Eastern, 11 Central, and 9 Pacific. Okay, so, and I'm going to just keep it, it's not really going to be considered a live challenge anymore, but I am going to just have an open challenge for you guys, for anyone to join me in doing the lives at any point, whether it's a one-day thing or whether you do a week or whatever. Just get doing those lives, and I'm going to try to remember to post in the comments whenever I think of it. The training that we have. It's a really high quality training on doing lives that is really helpful to get going with them. So I'll try to post that in the comments. So who's here today? If you can say, it's my birthday, so say hello, happy birthday. I'd really appreciate anybody who's here saying hello so I can say hi back. Hey Carla, thanks for joining. Thanks for the happy birthday wishes. Amanda, thanks for joining. Happy to have you here. And Jennifer, thanks so much for jumping on. Another Jennifer. All right, so we're going to jump into today's topic, and it is something that's pretty prevalent in our industry today. Typically because people are going into a new business venture or going into a new realm of marketing. I've already mentioned it, but if you haven't figured it out, the topic is dealing with overwhelm, or feelings of overwhelm. So if you're feeling this, or you know someone that's going through this, I'm encouraging you to stick around for today's talk, because I'm going to go through 4 steps to actually create a plan of action to eliminate overwhelm. So first off, we need to switch our language around from saying I'm so overwhelmed to saying I'm lacking a plan of action, because in reality this is what it really is. Most of us, many of us still have always had a 9-to-5 job where we work for a boss, and so we always have clear direction and someone telling us what to do, or know from our job description what we're supposed to be doing. And when you leave that and you become an entrepreneur, it's kind of like you are on your own to, you know, set your hours, set your day, figure out what's priority, and left to your own devices. And it's just all brand spanking new, and you really don't know where to start. So, you know, you're jumping into something new and you're like, okay, now what, right? So what we're going to do is go through these 4 steps. And the first one is to literally, I said that you want to have pen and paper ready. So plan of action, eliminating overwhelm by creating a plan of action, 4 steps. So plan of action, write down your to-dos and prioritize. So literally get everything out of your head that's swimming around in there that you think you need to do, write it down on paper and prioritize. Think of what's the first thing you need to do or whatever. Whether that's, you know, if you're wanting to set up a blog, or you're wanting to learn to start to set up your system, or marketing, or whatever it is, that's going to help you figure out what to do first. Like if you're wanting to start blogging and you don't have a blog header yet, well, that's probably the first thing that you want to do. So then you need to look at, okay, am I going to do it myself, like through Canva or one of those kind of things? There's a lot on the market that are supposedly really good. I've heard from it's backwards? Sorry, what do you mean, Jen, it's backwards? I'll continue on, but let me know what you mean it's backwards. Like, are you guys seeing me? Anyways, let me know, Jen, Zaria. Okay, this just is going kind of crazy today. If you're going to do it yourself on Canva, or if you're going to use something like Fiverr, and like you can literally for $5, the writing. Oh, gotcha. So yeah, my little notebook isn't really too helpful for you, but the next ones are like pretty easy to read. So you guys, I think you guys are smart enough to figure them out. Mirrored. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, literally get that stuff out of your brain, get the craziness out of your head and onto paper, and it's really gonna right then take some of that overwhelm off you. And especially as you start knocking things off your list, checking things off your list. Don't you love doing a little check mark and crossing things off your list? Boom, you're going to start to feel less overwhelmed. Number 2 is what are you wanting to do with your business? And basically, what's your goal for your business? So I want you to write down, I know this is mirror, I don't know how else to do it unless you can see through here. Can you see through here? My goal is to, write to-dos. My goal is to blank. So write down what your goal is, whether that's to brand yourself, grow your network marketing business, create a legacy, or whatever. So you got to establish your goal. So now you have what your goal is and kind of a prioritized list of what you need to do. The next thing is to take a look at and really do a little bit of thinking and soul searching, because this is kind of hard for people to do. But what am I good at? And again, I want you to write down, what are you... Oh, we're going to do it the other way. I am good at this. So I found this a little bit hard when I sat down to do this, because it's, you know, it's kind of hard to say, oh, I'm good at this, but I think over the last month, not so much in the past always, and I have a long way to go, but I think that I'm pretty good with speaking with people, So what does that mean? Well, that means, you know, building relationships and communicating with people. And why is that, you know, something that I am happy that I think that I'm kind of getting better at is, you know, I like to serve people. So determining what you're good at and having behind you what your goals are and your priority list of what you want to be doing, all of that is going to help you really get into focused action, business building activities, money making activities. And then there's kind of a fourth one, which is kind of almost a bonus that's going to help you to really help people even more. And that is, what do I want to learn? So what do I want to learn? Take your paper and pen and write down number 4. I want to learn blank. And again, whether that's blogging, whether that's learning to do lives, whether that's learning a new way of prospecting. We have a ton of training on all kinds of different things. We have one that's 10 tips to generate 50 leads a day. What is it that you want to learn? And that is going to help you to help people, serve people better, and it's just going to be like icing on the cake for the other 3. So once you're doing these things, it really, boom, is going to help to eliminate that overwhelm. It's going to, at least to some degree, help eliminate it, even by just doing the first step of writing down everything that's in your head, right? You have so many things in your head, like, oh my God, I got to create a blog, I got to start doing lives, I got to do this, I got to contact these people, I got to start prospecting online, I got to figure out this technology and blah, 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 blah. And it can be overwhelming. And don't do that to yourself. Write all that out, get it out of your head, and then focus on one thing at a time, you know, like one social media platform. Become an expert on that. One prospecting technique. I had to start late, so I thought if I set my alarm for reminding myself to do something. I'm an alarm girl like my dad. My dad will be like, and he's getting a little hard of hearing, and he'll have an alarm going off, and all the rest of us are like, Dad, an alarm's going off. Oh. I'm not that bad yet. Anyways, yeah, and I'm not that bad yet, I should say, and I'm not that old yet. I'm not going to say how old I am because, you know, I don't know, people don't say how old they are, but a lot of you probably already know. Anyways, yeah, now I can do the little happy dance. I finished day 7 of my 7-day challenge. Very happy about that. So I will be back with you going out. I'm actually going to get my hair cut this afternoon. If you haven't noticed, I've been rocking the bun for pretty much all my videos, like since day 1. I don't think I've ever gone this long without a haircut, but I'm so excited to go see my friend Chrissy and get a haircut. And then we're going to go for dinner with my sister Christy, Trev and I, and probably our friend Robin. And then the most exciting part of my day is about 10 o'clock tonight, my niece, who will be 4 at the start of October, my little Brookie Wookie, gets back from 3 whole weeks. We haven't seen her. She's been with her dad in Newfoundland. And yeah, I can't wait to see her. And then, like I said yesterday, it's 10:30 at night, but she doesn't have to go to daycare the next day because Auntie Kathy and Brooklyn are going to rock out and have fun for a couple days. So we're going to party like it's 1999 tonight. So I will definitely be MIA the next 2 days. We'll resume the 10 o'clock talks Monday with some new exciting things. Let you guys know how my birthday was and everything. I appreciate everybody for jumping on so much, so much. Thanks for the birthday wishes. I really appreciate you guys joining my lives. I would be happy to join any of your lives anytime, or watch your videos, give you any pointers that I might have, and I will post that live training in the comments because it is really awesome if you're thinking about doing it and taking that step to watch that training. Thanks, Amanda. And we gotta go do a tea date next week, girl, for sure. All right, so everybody have a wonderful Wednesday. Thanks again for joining. If you got value out of this kind of disjointed, rambling talk, if you got value, please feel free to like, comment, and or share. And with that, I wish you a wonderful day, and bye for now. Happy dance, done day 7. Woohoo!